Okay, I'm in Pictograph Cave by the number 5. So I'm north of the entrance and skylight. Working my way back south towards the entrance and then hopefully the skylight. Oh, I see natural light ahead. That would be the entrance. Cool. This cave is a mixture of easy and hard. Like a lot of caves, the entrance is definitely hard. And then there's rock piles that are a little bit tricky. Gotta be careful of your knees, so you don't hurt your knees. It's steep enough that you have to watch where you're going, but it's not steep enough that you can do 3 points of contact, unless you want to get down and crawl. So there's definitely trip hazards. So if you attempt to explore a cave like this, I suggest you do it very carefully. That's just my opinion. What's weird, I heard part of this cave is closed, but I don't see any sign that it could be closed. Except for the winter. The whole thing closes in the winter. That part of it's closed year round. Notice the floor is covered with dark, like soot or charcoal or something. Very interesting. Okay, there's a number 4. Notice how the wall was peeling away as the cave was forming. Excuse me. I had a big breakfast because I'm gonna have a very late lunch today. All right, there's hardly any ice here. There's a little bit of ice on the floor. That's it. So far. I haven't been south of the entrance yet. There could be some that way. Wow. Just look at the size of these boulders. I get to figure out how to get up here. Looks like right through is the way. The middle is the way. But it's worn smooth, so I have to be careful that I don't lose traction. Stick it in 4-wheel drive. All right, as long as I'm here, let me look around. Wow. Remember, green is where stuff is growing. All right, in. I'm trying to stay the right, but it looks like it's easier in the middle. Oh boy, this is work. Is that a bird? Oh, yeah, I didn't see what it was. All right, let me take a look around real quick. I'm still nowhere near ground level. Here's the north end I just did. So here's the south end. Gonna keep to the right to go counterclockwise best I can. Wow, this is a bit uneven. Notice how tall the ceiling is here. Wow. And again, the green is stuff growing thanks to the sunlight getting in from the entrance. What's funny, we're heading towards the skylight. I don't see any natural light from the skylight yet. Oh, lots of big boulders in this cave. I guess I could go out there, but it looks a little dangerous. I'm gonna go over here where it's much safer and easier. I mean, if it came with more people, we'd want to take our time, be more thorough. I'm gonna be doing 2 laps through this cave and then heading back towards the car. I got plenty planned to do today. Notice how it's very dirty, the lower part of the cave, much cleaner near the top. Oops. So let me turn around and look up here. Yeah, so there's kind of a ledge that you can go up there, but it's not particularly safe. There's nothing up there. There's the entrance. Here the cave is about 50 feet wide, same as everywhere else in this cave. And here, once I'm past this rock pile, it's gonna go down. Wow. Oh, there's natural light from the skylight. Cool. Well, that's funny. It's a dark spot. Let me get closer. I'm climbing down rocks now. I have to be careful. It's like driving in 4-wheel drive in the snow. You don't want to get too much momentum that your brakes don't work anymore. Yeah. Wow, this cave is just huge. Just enough work to be interesting and fun. That thing, Lava River Cave near Bend, is so easy that they just sprint through it end to end. They don't see anything, which is too bad because there's a lot of cool stuff in that cave, but you have to look for it. It's not gonna jump in front of your face and say, "Here I am." Oops. Wow. Wow. And now I get to climb up there. All right. Wow. Nice. All right, let's see if I can get up here. All right. Notice there's some green here. It means light. Wow. I swear the cave's almost 75 feet wide here. And I'm still not to the top of this rock pile. Wow. I don't think I'm quite in shape to get to the top of Mount Everest yet. A couple more weeks of training, I should be good. Yeah. You know, I wonder if there's a test to determine what's the highest altitude you could safely breathe at. Wow. Yeah, I remember this cave. This is interesting. It's like a nice wide spot here. Hear that screaming? That's a falcon or some other bird of prey. Territorial, hating my guts for being here. Oh well. I'll be leaving soon enough. A couple of caves around Central Oregon, Eastern Oregon, where the birds really don't like humans visiting. Try to chase away the humans. There, those are nice and wide it is. Here's the way out, way over there. All right, well, as you can see, I'm at the skylight now. Skylight's not nearly as deep as the cave at the entrance. See, it's so big, there's bushes growing down here. Like Lord Vader said, impressive, most impressive. You should listen to Lord Vader. Whoa. All right, here we go. All right. There's the way out. I was sure I'm not going to get out through the skylight. Boy, that would be a desperate move. Like I said, the cave here, man, I'd say it's close to 100 feet across. This would be a good cave for somebody claustrophobic to explore. With a bunch of other people for, you know, emotional support. All right, so here's the skylight. Notice the walls are like 20 feet tall, so it's not like I'm gonna climb out of here. And the way they overhang, yeah. But I do have an ingenious idea that involves a trampoline. Does that sound like fun or what? If I owned this cave though, I'd probably put in a stairwell at each entrance. This one over here might be the one where it's exit only, but still, just so people who decide they're out of time or out of interest can gracefully exit instead of panicking. All right. Weird. Looks like we're almost at the end of the cave. Notice that white stuff on the ceiling. That's bird poop, I think from pigeons. I'm not sure. I don't see any birds right now. Notice how flat it is here. It looks like there was a fire ring. Nowadays, they ask you not to light fires in the cave because it'll affect the wildlife there. But, you know, in the good old days, they didn't really care. They just saw it as a resource for people, not just the environment. Our attitudes are slowly changing to hopefully be a little more considerate and sustainable. All right, I think I'm almost to the end, but just to make sure, I'm going to turn on the light. Yeah, this is weird. All right, well, there's loose rock, but apparently no way through. That's funny because from here to the next cave is quite a distance. You'd think there'd be something in between. Oh, wow. Oh, please don't tell me I gotta go down there. Wow. No, definitely not going in there. Okay. But look at this yellow stuff growing on the wall. That'd be lichen, I think. All right, cool. So this is the south end of Pictograph Cave. Now, let's see if I can get out here. I just want to look over on the wall here. Obviously there's footprints. Since this end is so short, there's not really any airflow or wind, so it's not like the footprints are going to disappear anytime soon from the wind blowing the sand around. Notice there's moss growing around here. Notice it's spring, early May, so trees are just starting to bud, leaves or whatever you call it. All right, there's looking back towards the south end. Ooh, ah. Now I'm heading back north to the entrance. This doesn't count as an entrance because it's too hard. Notice how it's overhanging. So, yeah, it's like 20 feet up. So unless you have a really big ladder or rope, you're not getting out of here. I don't think there's any trees out there to attach your rope to either. So, yeah, it'd be a bit of work to try to do a rope here. Other than a photo shoot, there's not really any point. So you notice I'm kind of going level on top of this rock pile, but it's slowly sloping down, and then it had to suddenly get a lot steeper, go much deeper. Oops, darn it. All right, let me turn on the light here. It'll kind of ruin the pretty colors, but at least that way I can see. Now this is what I call a cliffhanger ending. Except it's not really a cliff and it's not near an ending. So it's a non-cliff, non-ending. All right. But anyway, it's a steep hill. Notice how dirty it is in here. I mean, the rock is red. Then you got green growing on it. You got the white minerals, brown dirt. It's like a United Nations of colors. Unfortunately, none of them are really pretty. It's not a rainbow. It's kind of steep, so I'm kind of zigzagging down a bit. Try to minimize the chance that I actually fall to my doom. Notice up there, there's like a, what's it called? A nest, like a rat nest or bird nest or something. Some kind of sticks. Birds could easily fly up there. I don't think it'd be too hard for a rat to get up there either. You'd be surprised how well rats can climb around rocks. Life's easier when you're that lightweight until a cat comes along. I saw a couple days ago, we were caving, found a big skull. We knew it was some kind of predator because of the sharp teeth, and it was a mountain lion. So luckily we didn't encounter a live one. That could have been a stressful situation. I have no idea how long the cat had been dead. No sign of fur or anything. It was just the skull, or the whole skeleton actually. But I didn't get on video because it was a hard part of the cave I didn't go through. There's the entrance over there. You see, I haven't really climbed down that far. It just seemed long because it took me a while to zigzag through these rocks. Safety first. See, look, it looks like it'd be easiest to go to the right here, except it's a dead end. Actually, I need to find a way a little farther down before I go on. Here's the floor. Here's the ceiling. After this, I'm going to shoot a video in vertical format. Cave this tall would be perfect for vertical format. Hopefully I can show the floor and the ceiling pretty well at the same time. Instead of having to scroll up and down to prove to you that this cave really does have a floor. I'm not gliding like a ghost. I'm walking on a floor. You know, if you're a ghost, wouldn't it be fun to explore caves? Because you couldn't get lost or stuck. You could always just go straight up. Yeah. Ugh. All right. So there's looking south towards the skylight. So as I could go up here along the wall. Not sure if I should, but I could. And then there's the way to the entrance. See, there's a lot of loose rock up here. If you climb up here, all you'd have is a slightly higher view. So I don't think there's any point. I'm not going to bother to go up there. If we had more people, it might be fun to split up. Have some people go up there to take pictures of everybody else, you know. Take pictures of each other. But yeah, by myself, might as well just keep it reasonable. Unfortunately, it's a weekday, so nobody else has time to come in here with me. There's going to be some roads in the area closing soon. So I don't want to wait. I think I'll have to go around the long way. Oh, that's funny. Down there, there's just a little bit of ice left. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, see, I could have climbed over those rocks. What's the point? Easier to go around. Interesting colors on the ceiling. Alright. Here's the way back towards the skylight. Here's the way straight across. Here's the entrance. Break time. Alright. Yeah. Boy, this cave is hard and easy at the same time. It's like up and down, but it's easy to navigate. You can't get lost. All right. I'm not going to climb out. I'm going to stop the video here. Then do my vertical video. Starting here. All right. There's Pictograph Cave.